Hi everyone, my name is Reni. I am a student from English Language Education Department in the Wachina Christian University. Now I'm going to do presentation on method. This video is a final test from data analysis class. So first, um, I'm going to talk about research design. The title of my thesis or the study is Pre-Service Teachers Teaching Anxiety in Teaching English for Specific Purposes class at university level. This study will use qualitative method and, of course, interpretive is programs applied. According to Tan and Tan 20 and 15, interpretivist paradigm try to find the experiences, perceptions, and views of individual in-depth information. The reason why the researcher use qualitative method is because it's very popular in the field. This is the example of the researchers who have used qualitative method in their study about pre-service teachers teaching anxiety. The second is research participants. In this study, the participants is English Language Education Department students and lecturers. There will be 6 English Language Education Department students and 2 lecturers. The age of the pre-service teachers are around 19 to 22 years old, and the age of the lecturers around 30 to 55 years old. The lecturers have experience in teaching English for approximately 10 to 21 years. The third is research instruments because I'm going to use qualitative method. The research instrument is interview and observation. This is the example of interview checklist for the pre-service teachers. There are 2 versions, first English and the second in Indonesia. But in doing interview, I'm going to use Indonesian version to facilitate the students, even though they are an English students. This is the example of interview checklist for the lectures. It's also the same. I'm going to use Indonesian language. And this is the observation checklist. And then now ethical considerations. All the participants will be given consent form. So in the consent form, the participant can see how their data will be used and for what their data will be used. And of course, anonymity. The name of the participants and the school institution's name will be disclosed to protect their confidentiality and prevent harmful and discrimination. The third is beneficence. So ideally, the researcher have to give a benefits to the participants. For example, the researchers can give the participants GoPay or PAN and so on. The last is non-malicious or no harm. So the participant should not make the researcher should not make the participants uncomfortable and talk about the sensitive things. Okay, this is the sequence of data collection and analysis. The first, the researcher will asking permission to the head of English Language Education Department for conducting a research. After get a permission, and then the Researcher will distribute the first consent form to all of the pre-service teachers that teaching in English for specific purpose class. Why there are first consent form? Because the participant of the study only 6 pre-service teachers, so it won't fair and it won't appropriate if the researcher choose her or his own participants. So after distribute the first questionnaire, in the questionnaire it's only like whether they want to participate in the study or not. After that, if there are 10 or more than 6 pre-service teachers are willing to participate in the study, then the researcher will be using random group generator applications to select the 6 pre-service teachers as the participants. After that, the researcher will distributing the second consent form to the 6 pre-service teachers and the lecturers. For the lectures, it's not the second consent form, but it's the first consent form. And after that, interview the participants and observe the class where the pre-service teachers are teaching ESP class. Honestly, the interview and the observation perhaps will not conduct in the same day because the researcher have to follow the pre-service teacher schedule and the lectures schedule. But the researcher will not observe the lectures, only the pre-service teachers class. And after conducting the interview, the researcher will do transcribing and translating the interview to Indonesian language. It will be translated to English versions. After that, because it's going to be because the study will be thematic analysis, yeah. After translate the interview to English, the researcher will do coding and finding the theme to answer the research questions 1, 2, 3 using thematic analysis, and after that analyzing the result of the findings. Here, the observations data to support the interview result. Okay, now possible obstacles or challenges and the corresponding possible solutions. The first, the possible obstacles or challenges is the researcher forget about the interview questions, but it can be overcome by provide the interview deadline. The second, participants suddenly resigned and did not want to participate in the study. So as the researcher, we cannot force the participants to participate in the study, but we can choose another participant, not choose, select by using the application. And the third, it's difficult to observe the pre-service teachers' behavior if they are teaching by online learning. But it's okay, but perhaps the researcher can observe another thing. As long as it's behavior, perhaps like sounds, the way the teacher make the class more attractive and so on. The last is data collection schedule. Because perhaps this study will be conducted, the data will, the study will be conducted next semester, but if it's not possible, perhaps the study will be conducted next year. But I hope it won't be happen. I think that's all. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.